Question 7. Fish farming. Fish do not make their own omega-3 fatty acids. They get these by eating algae. So you have to eat this omega-3. And for farm fish, they have to be fed, diet rich in that. Okay. So they don't feed them algae though. They feed them other wild fish. So cutting to the chase now. Scientists have identified and spliced genes. So put the genes for algae, the useful genes for producing omega-3, into some plants, and then they can give the fish those seeds. Right, it's a bit of a convoluted story, but now how named enzymes are used. So named enzymes to cut and splice. So how do you cut genes out of one thing and stick them in another? That's really what it wants. So let's do the cutting. So this is restriction endonuclease enzyme. That's our main cutting enzyme. And is used to cut out the useful gene from wherever they've got, from the algae, so that omega-3 gene. Then what do they what do they do with it, or can we describe that anymore? So we've got 3 marks. And this has sticky ends, or unpaired bases. So sticky ends are a description of that. Then we need to cut open the thing that we're going to put this gene into, and we need to do that using the same enzyme. Oh dear me. Use the same restriction endonuclease to cut open DNA in the vector or plasmid, or some other sensible suggestion of where you would cut. And then this is going to be used to get the DNA into the plant. It might be a kind of virus possibly that they use. And then how do they join the gene to the existing DNA? That's our ligase. So ligase used to splice, which means join together the gene into the vector or virus or whatever. Part B. How could this benefit biodiversity? Well, we used to use wild fish, but now we're using plants. So we can leave those wild fish in the sea. So less wild fish will need to be harvested. To feed those farmed fish. Maybe I will live long enough to see out this video. Here's some diagrams of some omega-3 polyunsaturated fatty acids. With reference to the diagram, explain why these are described as fatty acids. Acids, that's our Q group. Fatty, Well, that's our long chain. So fatty, so I can have long chain there. Oh, excuse me. So fatty, long chain of carbon, or I might say hydrocarbon. Acid is our carboxylic acid group. Poly unsaturated. Poly, many, unsaturated. These are our unsaturated. They don't have as many hydrogens as they could possibly have. So more than one carbon to carbon double bond